Here are the common suffixes that we use to name hydrocarbon. The first prefix always come in the first position and suffix come in the last position.
Temaribet Lamchi Temaribet Lanta.
Hello class, welcome to Temaribet. I am your grade 8 general science instructor. Today we are going to learn about naming of hydrocarbon or the nomenclature of hydrocarbon. In organic chemistry we use prefixes to tell the number of carbon atom. In our today's topic we'll try to name different hydrocarbons by using a set of prefix and suffix. If you watch this video until the end, you will name hydrocarbons easily by using this prefix and suffix. Just follow me. I'll show you the formula. Okay, so to name hydrocarbons, we use a prefix and suffix. But let's see what prefix and suffix mean. Prefix in the chemistry term, which means it tells you the number of carbon atom. So when you see this prefix, it shows you only the number of carbon atom. And suffix actually shows you the type of the compounds or the functional group. The most common Greek prefixes that we use to name hydrocarbons are actually here. The first one is Meth. Meth is a prefix that shows the number of carbon means 1 here. So if we say Meth, that means 1. And the second one is it. That shows the number of carbon atom is 2. And prop, the number of carbon atom here is 3. And the other one is but. But shows you the number of carbon atom is 4. And next, paint. Paint, here it shows you the number of atom is 5. And hex shows you the number of atom is 6. And hept, it shows you the number of carbon atom is 7. And oct, this shows also the number of carbon atom is 8. Non, it has 9 carbon atom, and dec, it has 10. Some of these Greek prefixes are common in our, like even in mathematics. When we say pentagon, that shows 5 sides. Hexagon, heptagon, octagon. So this organic compound, they show the number of carbon atom. They don't show other things. They show only the number of carbon atom. By combining this prefix with the suffix, we can name the hydrocarbons by looking only the formula, the general formula or the given formula. Okay, so suffix shows only the type of hydrocarbon. It doesn't show you the number. It shows only the type of hydrocarbon, whether it is alkane, alkene or alkyne. Here are the common suffixes that we use to name hydrocarbon. The first one is Ane. So if the last 3 letters ends with Ane, that shows the compound is alkane family. And if it ends with this 3 letter Ane, the hydrocarbon is alkene family. And if the compounds ends with Yne, that shows you the hydrocarbon is alkyne family. They are actually extracted from the given hydrocarbons. The An is coming from the last 3 letters from alkane. Ane, it's extracted from the last 3 letters from alkene. And Yne also taken from the last 3 letters Yne. So these are the suffix. So now let's see how to name a given compound. If the formula is given, we have to just name it accordingly by combining prefix and suffix. Always you have to put the prefix in the first position and suffix in the last position. So for example here, CH₄. This compound, now we are going to name this compound. The formula is given. Here it shows you the number of carbon atom is here 1 and hydrogen 4. Now when we derive this, the formula which is taken from the CnH2n plus 2 formula. So now since n is 1 here, you have to use the prefix meth because n is here 1. So here we have to use the prefix meth. And now the second one we have to identify is whether it is alkane, alkene or alkyne. So we have to investigate the suffix by looking at the bond. So over here it is the alkane formula, Ana, because the formula shows you CnH2n plus 2. So here you have to add the last 3 letters, Ane. So the name of this compound is methane, because methane shows you the number of carbon atom is 1 and the compound is in alkane family. The second one is here, C₂H₆. When you look here, the number of carbon atom is here 2. So we have to use the prefix it in this case. So we have to use it because the number of atom is 2. Now to investigate whether it is alkane, alkene or alkyne, you have to focus on the number of hydrogen actually. If it has more number of hydrogen, that is definitely alkane family. So here it's 6, here it's 4, here it's 2. Since they all have equal number of carbon, so this is in the alkane family, CnH2n plus 2 formula. So you have to add the suffix as well, Ane. This is ethane. Let's come to the second one. They have the same number of carbon, but what they make them different is the number of hydrogen is 4 here, the double of carbon. If it is double of carbon, always the compound is Ane, or it is in the alkene family. So in this case, we have to name it as it. It shows you the number of carbon is 2 and the suffix Ane. The suffix shows you it is in the alkene family because the formula is CnH2n. So when you substitute 2 in both n, C₂H₄, that's definitely ethene. And the third one is also contain the same number of carbon atom, but the number of hydrogen is here very small when you compare it with the above. So this is definitely in the alkyne family. So you have to repeat it again because the number of carbon atom is here. You have to use the prefix the same to it. And we already know that it is in the alkyne family. So you have to use the suffix Yna because the compound is taken from the formula CnH2n minus 2. When you substitute 2 in n, C₂H₂ times 2, 4 minus 2, it becomes C₂H₂. That is definitely alkyne. So always when we name hydrocarbons, we have to combine the prefix with suffix. Prefix always come in the first position and suffix come in the last position. Okay, so we already seen with examples. Now let me add one more tip here. To identify whether it is alkane, alkene or alkyne, you have to stand from alkene. This is my recommendation. How? Because alkene always the number of hydrogen atom is double of the carbon. Over here, for example, if the formula is given as C₃H₆, if this is our standing point, here H shows 2C. That means the number of hydrogen here is 6 because carbon is 3. When you multiply 3 by 2, it's 6. So alkene always have the carbon atom and hydrogen atom are always in combination, and hydrogen is double of carbon. To identify whether it is alkane or alkyne, you have to easily see these things. To the forward direction, you have to deduct 2 from the hydrogen atom only. You have not to touch the carbon. So here it was 6, so when you minus 2 from the 6, it becomes 4. C₃H₄. this is definitely alkyne. If the number of hydrogen atoms is decreased, that shows it is alkyne. And if it added from the alkene, here to the left side you have to add 2 plus 2. The hydrogen is in alkene, it was 6, so when you add 2, it becomes 8. So easily you can know that whether it is alkane, alkene or alkyne. So you can put your suffix accordingly by looking at the formula. So let's name these 3 compounds now. Here, if the compound is given C₃H₄, the number of carbon is 3, so that is prop. So here it becomes prop, and the hydrogen atom is greater than the 2. That means it is in the alkane family. So we call it propane. So we use the same prefix as here. It's prop, but here the hydrogen atom is double of carbon. So it's definitely alkene. So you have to say propane. And the third one is also prop. It shows 3 carbon atom. And the hydrogen atom is less than the alkene and alkyne. So here you have to add the suffix YNA, propyne. So just do this one, C₄H₆. Name this compound. Put your answer in the comment section. This video is very helpful. Don't forget to share and leave your answer in a comment section. Please join our community in TikTok, Telegram, Facebook and YouTube. See you in the next video.